Here's our morning egg collection. 5 eggs. We've been usually getting about 10 a day. So we'll probably get another 5 late morning to early afternoon. I've got a big batch of German pancakes for the family going, like I've been doing nearly every weekend these days now that we have lots of eggs from our chickens. I got started on some food prep early this week again because we had a fire in the fire pit a couple nights ago, and I smoked up a big pork shoulder, so I have lots of that in the fridge. I've been eating on that the last couple of days, which has been wonderful. Izzy, you just look so beautiful sitting in the sunshine. How are you this morning? You ready for a good Sunday? Yeah, I think so. I think so. What a good girl. You wanted to talk about your food too?
Yeah.
What are you having for breakfast?
Hot dogs.
Yes?
And this is from my first hot dog when I made my other hot dog. And this is my water.
And that's your water. All right. You have a good breakfast, okay?
Okay.
The other food prep I have going on today is I have some chicken skin that needs to be crisped up in the air fryer. I have a whole chicken to cook up. I will probably roast that whole because I don't feel like cutting it up. I have a T-bone steak, a big one. I will probably cook around lunchtime and have half of it at lunch and save the other half probably for tomorrow's lunch. Let's see. Oh, and then the other thing I needed to do was, or I wanted to do, was mix up another batch of my hot cocoa mix. I've been out of that for a while and I've been missing it. So I'm going to mix up a batch of that. And I need to check, I think I also due to mix up a batch of my dairy-free creamer. And so I will check on that and do that if needed. And I think that's, oh, the other thing is I need to bake some egg white bread. I think I'm going to do butter buns today for the egg baked bread for the week. I haven't done those in a while, and I will probably do a double batch of those. But first, coffee. I'm going to mix up my dairy-free creamer, and I wanted to let you know I did make a slight change to the recipe recently, only for convenience. Basically, I'm just doing a 1:1:1 ratio of the 3 ingredients, the collagen and the coconut milk powder and MCT oil powder. Just makes it more simple. It doesn't affect the macros very much at all, and the taste is still just as good, so it just makes it easier. I can put in a whole bag of the MCT oil powder, which is a pound, put in half a bag of the coconut milk powder, because these are 2-pound bags, and then throw in 1 pound of the collagen, mix it up, and it's good to go. I did a quadruple batch of the hot cocoa mix, so I will be set for a while. And I can't find my cute little hot cocoa container that I showed you in my other video. I'm sure I put it somewhere that I would remember where it was, and now I can't find it. But I had this other container empty, so I'm using it for now, and it will fit this whole huge batch, which is wonderful. Got construction going on in the basement, so you may hear that in the background, as well as happy children, hopefully happy children. All right, there is my hot cocoa mix all ready to go. And here is all of my dairy-free creamer. That is done, and I won't have to do that again for a while. Cherry tree is in full bloom right now. So wonderful to see spring arrive. Oh, loud chickens. Oh, that chicken is definitely laying an egg. That rosemary is kind of little. I'll go get some more from over here. Love loving my tulips. And my lilacs are just getting ready to bloom just in time for my birthday. I cannot wait. All right, this is some rosemary too that we can take from.
That's what he's gonna call when he's like a grandpa. Hey, Baba Tiki. Chandler's face. No. Levi face. No. Mommy face. No. Come here. Easy face. Maybe your face. What?
I'm getting going on my butter buns, and I'm going to do 2 batches. One I'm going to do just as written with the butter, topped with butter and flake salt. And the other one I'm going to do with some fresh herbs. So I'll still use the butter on top, and I guess I'll still use the flake salt, but I'm going to mix into the batter some fresh rosemary, and I will also sprinkle the fresh rosemary on top. Also with my herb buns, I like, oh bless you. Bless you, Levi. I also, in my herb buns, like a little bit of garlic in there. It just gives it, it doesn't make it taste really garlicky. It just gives it some extra flavor, more savory. So I'm going to put half a teaspoon of garlic powder in one of these. I didn't have any of my bun base powder mixed up. So I just, and I don't want to pull everything out and try to make a big batch right now. So I just went ahead and measured out all of my dry ingredients for both batches. Now I'm just going to start throwing everything together and get them in the oven. So this is my second batch, the one with the rosemary in it. And this is the first time I've used the ice cream scoop with these pans, and I'm loving how they're coming out so clean. I'm not getting the edges of the wells all dirty like usual, so I'm gonna do that from now on for sure. These rolls are a lot bigger than the Hawaiian rolls, obviously, because there's only 8 per recipe. So I'm doing like a really big scoop. Even though I'm using the same size scoop, I'm just filling it extra full. And that's working out pretty well.
No, I'm not going to eat any. I'm just
No.
going to look at them.
Yeah, and the pan is very hot, so please don't touch it.
They
And
look
they
awesome.
definitely have eggs.
And they're super awesome.
Thank you. I made them. Butter buns are all done. I'm going to let these ones cool here for just a few minutes before I take them out of the pan. Several of these have already gotten eaten. I have a feeling these 2 batches will not last long. I probably should make like 4 batches on a food prep day. So you had your outfit on because you were going to go fight dinosaurs?
No, I was going to find a flower for you.
Oh, you changed your mind to find a flower for me.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I love it. Thank you. But who's going to fight the dinosaurs now if you don't do it?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Get ready. Dinosaurs of 2022, here they come. I got the chicken skin crisps done. It always looks like more before you cook it, but that'll be a nice snack for some point. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get that T-bone steak cooked up. I'm just going to season with Redmond lemon pepper, and I'm doing my reverse sear in the air fryer. And I have a little video on that. I will link up in the cards. Gonna get it just warmed up in the air fryer and then sear it real quick on the stove in a pan to get it nice and crispy on the outside. Oh yeah, that's gross.
Bug guts all in my got a very big hankering for cheesy corn chowder.
That sounds good. But what about this steak?
Well, I want both.
Oh,
You can have
perfect. Yeah, that would both would be good. Oh, yum. That is just perfect. I changed my mind on the chicken. I decided to go ahead and cut it up after all. I figure I'll have to cut it up either way, either before or after it's cooked. So I decided to do before. And we just really like it in the air fryer. So got some of it in here. I'll do 2 batches, and I just coated it, gave it a really good coating of the Pork King Good ranch seasoning. And I'm going to cook it probably at 375 for somewhere around 20 to 25 minutes is my guess. Autumn, what are you making for food prep for the week?
I'm making soup.
What kind of soup?
Cheesy corn potato soup.
Cheesy corn potato soup. Where did you find the recipe?
Pinterest, savingdessert.com.
Okay. All right. I'll show it when it's done. And if it's really good, we'll share the recipe link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yum. That turned out great. All right, let's see the finished product. Looks good. Got thyme in there.
Yeah.
Cheese,
And it called
thyme,
for
potatoes,
it called
corn.
for cayenne, but we didn't have any. Called for onions. We didn't have any. But if I put onion powder, it called for celery. We didn't have any. So
That's the way it goes around here. We do a recipe, but then we make our own tweaks
We either buy
based
a-
on what we have and don't have.
we either buy a bunch of stuff for it, or we don't have enough.
Yeah,
But it tastes
it
good.
looks delicious.
I really like it.
Good. So the chicken is done, the steak is done. I think everything that I had planned is finished. And I feel like I've been food prepping all day, but everything has gotten eaten. Not everything, but a lot of the stuff has gotten eaten throughout the day as I've been cooking. So I don't have a ton in the fridge, but there's a little bit, and everyone got fed real well today. So I guess I will call that a win. Thanks for hanging out in the kitchen with us today. Hope you guys are all doing great, and I will see you again in another video.